you laugh? The best a man can get.
Welcome to Jack and Geek,
I'm Chris.
and I'm the Crypt Keeper. And it is Book Club.
Yay!
On Independence Day for America.
Yes, just to let y'all know, we are doing this on the 4th of July, so if you hear all the explosions in the background,
We haven't fucked the country yet. We haven't been Red Dawned yet. I'm looking at you, Kim Jong-un.
Damn. So we made it to Book Club. It's about a week late. We're into another month, but it's okay.
We had another death in the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our poor Cara.
By the way, it was a dog. Before people freak out.
Yes, it was a dog.
She was a family member.
Yes, but like, even the dog people can understand that there's a difference between a dog death and like a sibling death.
So we're getting to Book Club a little bit late, but we are at Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief.
Ooh.
And as per usual, two of us have read this, one of us hasn't.
Eventually, I'm gonna make y'all read something I've already read.
Like what?
I don't know. There's shit that I've read that you probably haven't.
Probably.
Yeah. How about all them fucking Jack Sparrow books, bitch?
We could do that.
Exactly. Because hashtag Team Johnny Depp.
Hashtag free Britney.
Totally different scenario, but sure.
Free Britney.
I'm still on Johnny Depp right now.
New things have come out about that.
Hashtag fuck Amber Heard. Can we get on that one?
Fuck Jamie Lynn Spears.
Okay.
Fuck Amber Heard.
Speaking of, Amber Heard just had a new baby.
Fuck her.
Not her. Not her baby.
Fucking. Not gonna say it.
Don't say.
I can't say it. I'll get Clinton.
Oh shit. What? What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I wish that baby all the success.
Yeah,
in the
no hate
world.
towards the baby.
The world just got better because there's a new baby in it. However, Amber Heard, you would go fuck yourself.
How dare you do that to Johnny? Johnny done nothing.
Johnny don't.
Johnny ain't done shit.
Johnny ain't done shit to you.
It's a whole nother podcast, guys.
Yeah, we're on a whole
This
nother
is a sin and
tangent.
juice kind of conversation.
Whole nother topic on that whole nother day.
Okay. Percy Jackson is a lot different than Harry Potter.
Some would argue better.
Percy Jackson's a whole lot different than Percy Jackson.
I would argue that Percy Jackson is better than Harry Potter.
Mythology. So, like, when they talk about shit, it's like, I can skip this next 5 minutes, I already know who this is.
Yeah.
Moving on.
First time I read this book, I just picked it up because people were talking about it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a couple of the books were already out when I started reading Percy Jackson. So, I was not one of those. I picked it up as soon as it came out. I picked it up about the time they were making the movie.
Note from the audiobook compared to just reading it, the dude sounds like Matthew Broderick.
It threw me off.
So it sounded like a sequel to Ferris Bueller's Day Off, where he found out he was a demigod.
You know that meme that it's like when you start the Greek mythology course in middle school and that one girl that read Percy Jackson?
Yeah.
I was that person. Me and my friends were those people.
I was the exact opposite. As soon as I got the Iliad, I was sunk into that shit.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, by the way, there's another one. And I was like, there's a fucking another one? And it sunk into the Odyssey immediately.
Yeah.
It was just so good.
See, for me coming into these books, I had been studying Greek mythology since I was in middle school. And that was 30 years ago.
It was the mythology that really... It was one of the mythologies that really pulled me in really fast. Norse, I really couldn't ever get into.
Well,
But, like,
you're gonna have to.
Not really. The MCU Norse mythology is totally different from the actual Norse. What I'd have to know is to play God of War.
Yeah.
Because that one goes in depth. They know their shit.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the hell out of that. Because that's how to get me interested. Is when somebody who knows their shit brings me in. And obviously Rick Riordan knows his shit.
He obviously does.
Well, it was also interesting because this was the first book that I read with my grandmother.
Yeah.
Lorraine picked it up with me, and we would read them together. So we had our own little like book club.
Cool.
and we went through all of the books. We saw all the movies, the 2 movies.
2 movies.
But we saw the
All the
movies, all the
movies.
movies. Well, more than one movie, but we watched the movies, we read the books, we did it together throughout the whole series.
You know what else? You know what else we can do together?
Hmm.
But first,
Let's
Let's take a shot.
I was gonna say we have gone far too long for you to not take your shot.
We need merch that
We're
just says
also-
"but first."
we do need merch that says "but first."
And literally just an ellipses.
The star
but-
emojis.
But tonight we have a themed drink for Percy Jackson.
I know
Yes,
we
we
haven't
do.
had a themed drink in a while, guys.
Hell yeah, so tell us what it is, the mixologist.
Oh god, don't call me a mixologist. It's ocean water. It's couple parts blue curacao, couple parts coconut rum, and Sprite.
So not that shit you get at Sonic.
No, not the shit you get at Sonic. This is from Tipsy Bartender.
I always
You are
shut
not
him
gonna
out.
like this.
Oh, I'm not, I don't know.
You're
Right.
not gonna like that. It's good, but you're not gonna like it.
It's very coconutty.
It's better than I expected it to be. It's better
Really?
than I expected it to be. The coconut, while very prevalent, I've had shit that is way more coconut punch in the face.
Yeah.
This is soft coconut. This is like a coconut incense, you know?
Yeah. It kind of tastes like a candle.
Yeah. But not in a bad way, but like just in a light hint of thing.
Okay.
Like we said, it's
Well,
4th of
what
July.
happened?
Fireworks.
The computer.
Oh.
Base
We're
buttons.
upgrading soon with our tech, don't worry. The podcast is probably going to sound better, run better. It's gonna be
Hope
great.
so.
It's
We're not
be
gonna have to
great.
sit here for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We are, because we're going to forget half the shit before we start, like always. Chapter 1. Before we get an hour into this.
We are introduced to everyone's favorite dyslexic. Percy
Damn.
Jackson.
Is that why you gravitated to that book
Yes.
so hard?
Everyone's
Because they
favorite
keep
fucking
bringing up
They
dyslexic.
keep bringing up being dyslexic.
It's like his trait. Like,
Yeah.
they bring up his dyslexia more than water powers.
Yeah.
And I feel like water powers are the thing you should talk about.
They barely bring up the water powers.
You really missed how many times I Ferris Buellered the shit out of this book.
Really?
Some bad shit would happen and it was like, boom, boom.
For anyone that doesn't know, I am dyslexic. And if you didn't know, have you not been listening?
Have you heard her read notes?
Why?
It just kind of sounds like word vomit.
Have you
And
listened?
yet everyone keeps putting me in charge of notes.
Have you listened
You
to
have,
Sin and Juice?
you have an entire podcast about reading notes.
Have you listened to Sin and Juice?
It's all over the place. Even Triple C's all over the place.
Listen,
But one's
this is not
dyslexic and one is anxiety.
Listen, this is not a Sin and Juice slaughtered session. That was a lot of S's.
I was gonna
to get
say, you had to
through.
stop right there.
Sin and Juice.
Sin and
Slaughtered
Juice
Section.
slaughter session.
Anyway,
That little slapping you're hearing is her aggressive punching.
it's one of my things. Just let's move on.
Chapter 1, Percy Jackson, the dyslexic.
He's at a boarding school.
As always. As always, it's always starting school related. If it's a kid's book. 'Cause that's the first thing you can relate to with kids is, yeah, doesn't school suck?
School sucks.
Isn't authority stupid?
He goes to Yancey Academy, which is a private school for troubled kids. And it's, the kind of
He's
kids...
really that much of a troublemaker.
Not that much of a troublemaker.
Why is he at a troubled kids school? That's more for like, we're kindly saying that they bring knives to school. That's what a troubled kids school usually tends to
The
be.
thing about it is, they talk about how all of them have been kicked out of school and done something like, the fuck has he done?
Disrupt class maybe, but that's
That's
not get kicked out of
that's
school.
not
That's
get
just
expelled.
detention every day.
Yeah,
You can have detention every day and not get expelled.
yeah.
Me.
Well,
I didn't get expelled. I left. There's a difference. They didn't kick me out.
no, you just voluntarily left.
They
with
said,
$100.
"Yo, I don't know if it's working out." And I'm like, "Shit, fam.
I think you're right.
Let me save and quit real quick." I heard boss music and I was like, "Nope."
Jesus Christ. Alright. They go to the Museum of Art for a field trip. And Percy and his best friend Grover, who's a little weird, but
A little weird.
everyone is.
Ain't they like 12?
Yeah.
6th grade.
Dude's got a beard. We're not gonna question that. Like,
Not gonna
there was
question
always
it.
that kid who had a mustache, but this motherfucker had a beard at 12. Okay, Percy. Nobody's questioning that.
And the students get to admire Greek and Roman statues and stories and artifacts and really get into the gods.
As they should.
As they should. And hello?
I think the cat's in there.
Cat's in here. Oliver's in here.
Our cat is in here.
We have a kitten. His name is Oliver.
Shit, he tripping, dog. he came over here looking like
He's kind of a
he
little
got that
shit.
good kush.
It's the dollar store. How good can it be? That was for our #1 fan.
Cause you know she said it in unison. Anyway,
Anyways,
we're not even through chapter 1.
We're not even through chapter 1, y'all.
that's y'all.
Okay, Miss Dodds.
Yes. Well,
She's reading off of notes. You can't go ahead of the notes.
I was gonna say that he gets called upon by Mr. Brunner to talk about Kronos.
Yeah.
To talk about that story.
Basically, he's in the back, and every teacher who's a dick is like, "Hey, kid in the back that really isn't paying attention, tell me everything I just said."
Yeah, tell me what I just said.
But the
like,
thing about it is,
motherfucker.
this is Percy's favorite subject.
Yeah.
This is the only one he pays attention in.
And he still ain't paying attention.
He still ain't paying attention.
Damn dyslexic.
Rude. he's reading the statue and he's trying to come up with like why Kronos did what he did.
Yeah.
And Nancy Bobfett, who's his bully, his arch enemy in this part of the book anyway.
I was going to say, his arch enemy ain't shown up yet.
His bully.
Is kind of giving him shit about it. About being a teacher's pet, about not knowing.
And he let some girl bully him. He's a troublemaker, and he let some girl
Again,
bully
he's
him.
not a troublemaker.
He's not a troublemaker.
He's just a kid that's not paying attention.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Dodds is the math teacher.
Yes.
And
She's always coming down on Percy.
loves Nancy, hates Percy.
I wish we would have called math like the British people do. Maths.
Maths.
They call it maths.
Yeah.
That makes sense. There's more than one mathematic.
There's more than one mathematic.
The Brits got it right that time. Color with a U, you can kiss my ass, but maths? I got you.
Mr. Brunner hits Percy with the "you can do better in life" kind of spiel, and
Percy's like,
"Dude,
"You're in a wheelchair. Get out of my face. I'm going upstairs."
I'm going to one place you can't. Upstairs.
Hey, check out this escalator, Grover. Isn't this cool? Isn't this an awesome experience that only few people can enjoy?
so hello."
Damn.
So they go
Shit.
outside the museum, and Grover and Percy are kind of sitting away from everybody because people are pickpocketing. I can say.
Pickpocketing people.
Thank you. They're just being troublemakers. Why they went to Nancy, and they're like, "I don't want to be a part of that."
Yeah, they rock in the sky right now.
Yeah, they are.
And Nancy comes up to Percy and starts giving him shit. Kind of starts giving Grover shit. And in a blink of an eye, Nancy is in the water fountain.
You ever forget to fucking bring a meal for your field trip and they just give you that tortilla wrap with ham in it?
No.
Shit sucked.
See, when I was a kid, when we went on field trips,
Back in my day.
when I was a kid, when we went on field trips, you were given money, and we went to McDonald's.
Nope.
Well, they took you to the mall and let you go free for about an hour
Nope.
and a half.
You get meat that might be ham in a tortilla. And that's it.
I know what you're talking about.
That's it, dog. Should have brought something, bitch. I told you 3 days ago.
Told you. I'm sorry your parents are deadbeat.
I'm sorry that all they did was sign the top of the permission slip.
Not the bottom as in that they could provide a meal.
That's the first time I saw somebody going to anaphylaxis. It
Really?
was on a field trip.
Really?
I didn't know they had allergies. We had PB&Js. Guess you're dead.
Did they die?
No.
Damn.
Fucking, we're at a like big place populated people. They got EMTs there, dog. Yeah. And now he's fine.
I only used it once. Greatest eye of scene.
We might be getting Red Dawn.
So Percy gets accused of pushing Nancy in the water fountain.
Which, did nobody fucking see what I know Percy kind of blacked out, but did everybody black out?
Well,
Yes.
from what they were saying, or from what Percy was narrating, that everybody was like, "Did you see him push her? I can't believe the water just kind of grabbed her." Like, they were trying to
If I
figure
said,
it
did
out.
the water grab her, motherfucker, I'm going to the news.
Motherfucking water grabbed that bitch.
I'm gonna literally go on InfoWars and me and Alex Jones are gonna have an hour-long talk. The water grabbed her. I'm putting chemicals in it to make the frogs gay.
Anyway. So Miss Dodds kind of takes Percy and is like, "We need to have a conversation." And Percy's like, "Ah, shit, I gotta buy this bitch a new t-shirt." He's like, "I ain't
You
got no
thought.
money."
Autosave. Boss music begins. Shit.
There's a little pot of health potion right there. Shit.
You just see Dark Souls loading at the bottom.
And as they go into this one room where nobody is, she transforms into a fury. Basically, just a creature with wings and fangs, and is talking.
And talons.
Think about a fairy, but mixed with a bat.
And talking to Percy like, "We got him. You took it." And Percy's like, "The fuck did I take?"
The fuck you talking about?
Shit, wrong kid.
Here comes Mr. Brunner.
And Brunner tosses him a pen, and Percy's like, "The fuck?"
Am I gonna write this bitch a check?
And he clicks it, and it turns into this huge sword.
I love how that's his first instinct, and not saying what the fuck.
He's 12.
Like,
and it's a kid's
I
book.
don't care.
And it's a kid's book.
I don't care.
And he uncapped
There's a demon thing,
the book. You in the movie he clicks it.
but
In
like,
the
I
book you
remember
uncap it.
but like, I'm getting attacked by a demon. You threw me a pen.
A pen.
My first reaction's, what the fuck? I don't care if it's a kid book. What the heck then? Because like, you threw me a pen, dude. But his first reaction, it's a pen. Open the pen.
No, he told him to open the pen,
Okay, but like,
and then it turned into a sword.
I'd have looked at him with such like.
Yeah, but here's the thing. First thing, hand you a sword
Why didn't you uncap it and just toss me a sword, dude?
because I'm not tossing somebody a sword.
Why?
But it wouldn't go
It
through him.
It works
wouldn't
all
hurt
the
him.
He
time.
said, "What? He's demigod."
Yes, it would have hurt him.
That's not the problem I have. Would your first thought not be, "I'm hallucinating and he wants me to kill my teacher"? He just threw me a sword to kill my teacher.
Okay, but that's your alibi after you murder your teacher.
This bitch
I
been
was
ragging
drugged
on
by
you.
the cripple and he made me kill my teacher. Because here's the thing, he wanted that teacher dead.
He didn't want that teacher dead.
So, technically win-win scenario, Mr. Brunner goes to jail and the teacher's dead.
And the teacher's dead.
He drugged me. I got Cosby'd.
Oh,
We can't talk about
too soon.
Oh, I will talk about that. I don't give a damn
that. Too
whose feelings.
soon, motherfucker's getting out of. Anyway.
He's
I
already
don't-
out. He just got out.
I do not care whose feelings are hurt. That's fucked up. Anyway, moving on.
So he.
Listen for that on our political podcast.
No political.
We have a political podcast?
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Shit's about to get real crazy. I got that woke shit.
Percy swings and it slices through Miss Dodds and it kills her. She turns to dust. And when he turns around to like Mr. Brunner, like, what the fuck? He's no longer there.
He's no longer there.
He walks out and Mr. Brunner is still under the umbrella with his book.
Sometimes,
Just like, bring your own fucking pen next time, Percy.
sometimes like adrenaline gets you feeling like a badass, but like after that whole thing went down, real shit. After all that went down, and I don't see the teacher, I'm just gonna ball up and cry. That's fucking weird. That's scary shit right there.
Well, and then he goes up to Grover and is like, "Where's Miss Dodds?" And Grover's like,
Who?
"Who the fuck Miss Dodds?"
That shit scares me. That shit scares me to death.
What, you don't want to get MK Ultra?
For real, that shit scares me. If I started bringing up somebody and nobody else remembers it, instant, like, terrified.
Really?
If you ever want to scare the shit out of me, pretend somebody doesn't exist, it's like, what the fuck? Oh shit!
Whoops.
Well, damn.
Well, damn.
If you're wondering what that was big old Pebble not following the podcast rules.
I didn't expect somebody
You
to be
son
calling
of a-
me.
Everybody calls you motherfucker.
I call you.
You are the command center.
I'm the commander.
No, you're the command.
I'm the pussy
You're
commander.
Oracle.
Okay.
I'm the pussy commander.
Dad, you're Oracle.
I'm pussy commander.
You're
I'm gonna tell
Oracle.
Mom you said that.
I'm pussy commander.
I'm the one in the wheelchair, but you're Oracle, okay?
I'm not a Oracle.
I'm surprised you didn't
I'm
do that.
Batman.
Okay.
Surprised you didn't do the MK Ultra thing.
No, I don't want to do that right now. I'm scared.
So Percy, throughout the year, kind of tries to trip people up because nobody remembers Miss Dawes. They only
He's like
remember Miss
referencing
Kirk.
shit that she did that was kind of funny. Nobody remembers it.
Try to trip them up.
Try to bring it up at Grover. Just be like, yo, remember when Mrs. Dodds did this shit? Who?
Who? What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, dude, I'd have punched the shit out of Grover. I'd have
Once
beat
you
his
figured it
ass
out?
down. No, right then. Like, I'm serious. That shit terrifies me. I'd have beat his ass. I'd have kicked his fucking crutches under.
Well, once that whole thing happens and the school year continues, his grades start dropping. He starts getting into more fights, and ultimately, this is his last year at Yancey. He's not welcome
Yeah, didn't
back.
the mom get a note that was like, hey, he's got to be leaving.
Yeah.
Again. This is like the 6th school he's been to.
Yeah.
So,
Can we also just say that, like, Rick Riordan basically said that all cripples are undercover mystical beings?
Not all, but yes.
Bro, name me a cripple that wasn't some fucking thing.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean all cripples.
All cripples in that world or something.
Maybe.
And all old ladies sitting on a bench? Evil shit.
Evil shit.
he decides, Percy, that the only exam he wants to study for is Latin.
Yep.
He only wants to study for Mr. Brunner's class, because that's the only class he gives a fuck about. And while he starts getting more and more confused, he goes to Mr. Brunner's office and tries to, like, get his help. To which he overhears a conversation with Grover and Brunner, talking about how they need to protect Percy, and the winter solstice is coming, and he doesn't know what to do, and should we tell him?
All of a sudden, a little squeaky squeak from the fucking shoes. And like, fuck was that? Was that a basketball commercial or somebody listening to us? And then they tried to chase his ass down. He's a good hider. He hides in the hallway and hears clops and shit.
Clops.
Percy
Like a clop.
Percy confronts Grover about the conversation with Mr. Brunner while riding on a bus, and Grover's like, "Alright, dude, I'm your protector.
Listen up.
I gotta
You want some
protect
real
this
shit? You've been bugging me all semester about this."
The bus breaks down, and Grover and Percy see 3 old women knitting. And as they're knitting, Grover gets more nervous, and Percy's like, "Huh, that's kind of weird."
Why the fuck they looking directly at me? And Grover's like, bro, we gotta get out now. And then they pull out a strand of the yarn. And then they cut it, and it makes like a fucking heard around the world.
It was like, "Yep."
Yeah, and then Grover's like, we really gotta go right now.
Yeah.
And Percy's like, "Why? What does that mean? They were just cutting the yarn." And Grover's like, "That cut means someone's gonna die.
You.
And since they look directly at you..."
Probably means you, dog.
Probably you.
So Percy promised Grover that Grover would be able to walk.
Yeah.
Just to help protect him. Percy ditches him.
Percy immediately fucking dips.
He takes a couple taxis, and goes home to his mom. But when he gets there, he's not with his mom.
Yeah.
He opens the door, smelly Gabe.
Fucking smelly
Dude, Gabe got on my fucking nerves. Like, other shit, like, kind of annoys me. I was, like, in fight or flight every time Gabe was in the fucking room. Like, I was like, let's go. I'll beat your ass, dude. I'll beat your ass. Like, just, he emanated douchebag.
Yes.
There was no give.
There was no redeeming quality.
There was no like gleam in his eye that was like, maybe he's like this for a reason. No, he's just a douchebag.
He's just douchebag.
And I was talking to her. In the movie, did he become good at the end? Like,
No.
kinda?
No.
Like, because he went back, because the mom, straight up, I don't remember her in the movie at all. Straight up, do not remember her in the movie.
There's very little.
There's very little.
But, like, he goes back to the stepdad at part of the end of the movie. The movie's weird.
The movie is weird.
We need to watch the movie. We should have watched the movie.
We'll watch the movie.
So Sally Jackson, his mom, obviously, Percy describes her as the best woman he's ever known.
She sounds adorable.
She
She's
does.
amazing.
Making everything blue.
Mm.
Sally married Gabe, and he basically tormented Percy's whole life.
Yep.
Poker addict, drinker, gambling addict, just the worst kind of person in the world.
And even worse, he smells.
Yes.
He's smelly.
And
Why
Sally,
he's smelly Gabe.
Sally works like 4 jobs just to keep the house afloat, just to keep Percy, you know, in school, doing what he's doing. And she makes blue food because Gabe said that there's no such thing as blue food.
So everything.
So everything's blue.
She'll make nachos and dye that shit blue.
One of the things that keeps coming up in the book that Percy loves
Jelly beans?
is blue chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, yeah, cookies.
Yeah, everything blue.
Everything blue?
Everything
But they
blue.
would eat blue jelly beans and go to the
Yeah.
beach.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
It's like they did. It's like whenever he came home, they would do a lot of stuff and leave Gabe at home.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what you do when you have a drunk asshole stepdad.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, there's other things you do when you have a drunk asshole.
You could also murder him.
Mom could leave.
she can.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that later.
So Sally set up this whole trip to Montauk, which is their like secret spot almost.
Their getaway.
Their getaway. And on the way to the beach, they're kind of quiet. They're discussing success where his mom met his dad. She has nowhere to
He has recognition.
go. Somewhat.
Feelings more than memories.
No, he says he can. And later in the book, he talks about remembering hearing his voice.
Yeah,
as
but
a
at
baby.
this point, all he really has is feelings of his
Yeah.
dad being around. It's not really memories per se, no pictures, no
Yeah.
ideas, just feelings.
Sally starts answering all sorts of questions, and Sally confesses that his dad was a camp, but Sally never had the heart to do it.
Yep.
And
Secure.
while they were settling in for their first night,
Question. Can the parents come visit like whenever?
No.
That sucks. They should. Bullshit.
Doesn't make sense.
We'll get into that.
there's a hurricane outside, which is unusual because it's not hurricane season, but like,
It literally just came out of fucking
Yeah.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Sally opens the door to a weird thing.
Rover, how the fuck you find us?
He's been searching all night.
I'm a badass, Percy. Gets a stogie.
But you're only 12.
Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up, Percy. 1,200.
Mom looks at Grover and she's like, "What are you doing here, Grover? I mean, person I've never seen."
Oh my god.
Well, Sally isn't even phased by him. So, like, she's like, So, what happened at Yancey? Like, literally,
What happened
what
was...
happened was, she just immediately goes to Percy and is like, tell me everything that has happened since the last time.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if he is here,
Shame. Shame.
Yeah, he got shanked at Yancey. Shit was crazy.
Percy plus his mom everything. And they get the Gabe's command, which they had promised Gabe, but they forgot. Damage, funny.
But little did they know.
Little bit.
And Percy knows.
That shit was even damaged.
Percy knows that Grover had hopes.
Yeah. That's... pretty freaky for Percy because it confirms that, hey, that last time I definitely almost died, which is kind of scary. But now they're fucking Tokyo drifting their way out of there.
And at that point, Percy notices
What is that?
something in the distance. He questions Grover and Sally's relationship. They're like, how you be knowing each other? What's this? Why you be talking like you know each other? Or like know each other?
Pizzagate got me fucked up. Damn! There's a whole ass ambulance! Sorry. Shit's getting wild outside. We might have actually got written off. This is the last broadcast you're ever gonna hear.
Percy asks Grover what creature he is, and he says he's a satyr,
Satyrs are cool. Till they're not.
which is in charge of protecting Percy.
Kind of funny. Can't protect himself. He's protecting Percy.
Can I just say that the TV's like because it just sounds like he's trying to fill up titties. And he's also Danny DeVito, so it makes it even better.
But Grover explains that the less Percy knows, the fewer monsters. Yes and no.
I don't think it affects the amount.
Sally begins driving Percy to the unknown destination for Percy, but to Grover and Sally, it's new. It's
Shit's
the-
straight up GPS.
She knows where she's going.
Percy's just straight freaking out. Shit's chasing him. They ain't really answering anything at this
No.
moment. They're just like, we gotta go. And it's like, we gotta go fucking where? We gotta go fucking why?
Yeah, go fucking who?
We gotta go fucking what?
But as they're trying to
Why
get
is
to
Gamora?
west, as they're Tokyo drifting away, the car swerves and it hits something and they all get injured.
Yeah.
So Sally and Percy have to pull Grover out.
The
while this
roof is
creature-
missing from the car.
The roof is in fact not on fire.
We raised the roof too far. The creature is creeping up on them. Like, it has not stopped. It just paused. And they head towards this tree. And Percy recognizes the monster as half bull, half man, and starts to name the monster.
If he shits, is it a man shit or a bullshit?
Shut up.
But giving it a
Sorry,
name
I'm gonna
gives
give
it
myself a
power.
cruel chuckle.
But do you know what it is? It's the
Mini Minotaur?
Minotaur.
Who's allergic to tartar sauce?
I hate you. Sally's kind of giving him battle instructions. She's like, jump to the left, jump to the right, roll. Percy's like, why do you know what to do?
Cha-cha real smooth.
Percy's still confused. He's like, why do you know what to do in this scenario?
Because I'm a badass. Percy pulls out another stogie.
What's with you and stogies?
Stogies are the ultimate form of badassery.
Really?
Really, like 100% of people out of stogie and some shit. It adds to the badassery. Look at Arnold. Arnold with a stogie.
The bull charges, but Percy misses, and so it goes to attack Sally and Grover. And the bull man grabs Sally and she disappears in the hole.
No!
Mad,
Totally just looked like Sonic died. Just ring goes. Shit!
furious, sad, confused, Percy
You
Jumps on him, rips his horn out.
fucks his shit up.
Bugs his shit up.
Percy helps Grover to safety and the twin flies out of the porch of a farmhouse after the young girl recognizes
Oh shit, he's loose. Shit. He's loose.
Run.
Shit. He's Anakin Skywalker. Shit, he's Jesus. Superman is Jesus.
After being nursed back to health, Percy enjoys the beautiful view of his camp, but feeling remorse for what he assumes is death.
Yeah.
You can only assume when your mother explodes into a golden light, rings fucking everywhere, and the revive button right next to her.
She's got Tombstone.
You can only assume, with the big ass plus hovering over her head, that she's fucking gone, dude.
Yep.
He tries to remember the battle, only after she's called the mentor, and Grover apologizes for not naming the same Sally, and for his failure to keep Percy safe.
Yeah, Grover apologizes too much. Like, damn. He should just do his job, and if he fails, whatever, move on.
He has.
I don't feel bad about it yet. Maybe I will later.
Yeah.
You
You
definitely
will.
I don't know the bitch. So,
R.I.P. that pussy.
hey!
Percy doesn't blame Grover, and the two leave the farmhouse and enter the main park.
Hell yeah.
What is Camp Halfway?
It's where Demi Lovato hangs out. And all the other Demis.
Jimmy.
More?
My Jimmy.
Uh,
Percy meets Mr. D.
Diane
Yes.
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 technically, I'm right.
You're both correct.
To Dionysus. I'm a little tipsy. We're in chapter 3. Let's get it.
We're in chapter 5.
Oh, that's close enough. 2 bliss. 2 bliss.
2?
Minus
That's
1,
quick
that's
math.
3, that's quick math.
You mean easy?
What's that?
Easy, Mr. Who goes by?
Who are?
They said Chiron.
Yeah, there's
Chiron?
They said Chiron.
And Annabelle, who is the daughter of Athena. Who have godly parents.
And Demi Moore. And Demi Lovato.
And mortal.
Demi. Demi. That guy too.
Yeah. That's what I
I
was
don't know his
doing.
last name.
I don't know, but he was a young.
He was a Demi.
He was a young priest.
He is a Demi, dude. He just didn't know it.
Percy joins Chiron, Mr. B, and Grover in a game of Pinocchio. There's only thing else we'll be able to say.
Pinocchio, yeah.
Pinocchio.
It looks weird. While playing the game, they discuss the presence of Greek gods in the world and comment on Mr. Beast himself.
Can we just talk about, like, Zeus? His biggest threat is just rumbling shit at you. And you're like, I know. It's like, bitch, you ain't got your Master Bolt. What are you gonna do?
Still zap you.
With lesser lightning, you
Lesser
pussy? You pussy, I can survive it. You can't smite me, bitch. You can shock me, I might die. I'll get defibrillated. You know how many people survive lightning
He
all
could
the
just
time?
turn you into
You know how
nothing.
many people...
He could turn you into
Why does
he could turn you into that lizard.
Bet. Do it then. Pussy. I'd talk shit to Zeus so hard.
Didn't Mr. D threaten to turn Percy into a fish or something? Or dolphin?
Porpoise? On porpoise?
Dionysus, the god of wine.
That's gotta be low.
It's not because it has restrictions. It can't turn anything to wine, it's only that.
What's it?
He
Wine
can't.
in the
He
can?
can't drink anymore.
Put the wine in the can. Ain't nobody got no.
No.
Every
can't
time
drink anymore.
Every time
Every
he tries
time
to
he
drink wine,
tries to drink wine that doesn't look like a Diet Coke, What's in a Diet Coke can? Ain't nobody gonna know, stupid.
And he
I'd
tries
trick
to
the
conquer-
gods. I'd be Loki.
he tries to
Maybe that's why I don't
conquer
like
a
Loki.
flame. He does it.
Maybe that's why I don't like Loki. Because I'd totally be Loki if I was a god. I'd shit
He's
on all
such
the
a
other gods.
Loki.
I would shit on all the other gods. It's like, fuck. Oh, I can't drink wine? Okay. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
Destroy it.
Shit. Then why didn't they?
Because that's why they gave him restrictions.
Why didn't they destroy Loki? Loki fucked around.
Odin's not as strong as those.
Exactly. Sorry, moving on. I liked this.
He tells Percy that he will learn more about himself and his role after he gets settled.
I thought it was cool when they were talking about how Mount Olympus and Olympus are two separate. Like Mount Olympus is like a fucking earth,
Yeah.
but Olympus is a place and it's mobile and it follows the heart of the West. Pretty awesome. Sounds like that shit just goes wherever Clint Eastwood goes, or wherever John Wayne goes. Little games. John Wayne was awesome. Let's watch John Wayne.
Is a satyr as well.
No,
Or
He's a centaur.
he's a centaur, not a satyr. Satyr, goat, centaur, horse.
I don't know.
Is it man shit or horse shit?
Of course.
But a minotaur would be man shit. Because it's a man's body.
Well,
Could you imagine shitting like a cow, but you have a man's body?
Could you imagine eating a cow's diet but shitting as a man? Too much fiber.
Too much.
Ugh. Imagine he's got more than one stomach. Ugh.
Iron gives Percy a go to camp, and Percy learns that Grover is second chance to restore his role as keeper after he failed 5 years ago. Percy fears he will be in trouble if Mr. D and the Council of Cloven Elders consider his mission to protect Percy a failure.
Which it was.
Yes.
Grover kind of deserved to be punished.
A little bit. A little bit. I mean, I don't know why you're expecting goat people to fucking guard the shit out of demigods that have powers.
I know.
Literally have powers.
Just tell me I got powers.
Why don't you just fucking do your job as a parent, you stupid god?
Yeah, just tell me I got powers.
Literally just show up, say I've got powers, teach me how to use them. Then I don't have to have Goat Man tell me where to go. Literally just be like, yo, there's this place with a fucking awesome camp that y'all could hang out at. And fucking tell me.
His dad wanted him to go there.
Sally
Mom said
did.
no.
I'm a god, you're a human. You gonna stop me with a legal battle? Take me to divorce court. I'll drown the bitch.
He can't drown.
Anyway. Percy notices that each cabin features a mascot dedicated to one of their gods.
Half those sound awesome, half those sound boring as fuck.
Hermes. Wow.
Yeah.
Annabeth greets him before he enters his cabin. and
God of Amazon.
He's been placed into Hermes for the time being.
Hermes sucks.
Hermes is where they put kids that have yet to be
Claimed.
determined. Claimed.
Luke is the proper son of Hermes. And
That gave it away. That gave it away instantly. Right away for me. Just gonna say that now. As soon as that was said, that's where it happened. That's where it happened, dude. We can talk about why later, but that's where it happened. They said that shit, I was like, bam.
Percy's disappointed that his father or mother, or not mother, his father hadn't come out and claimed him for the Minotaur.
For killing the Minotaur.
And he's like moping around.
Being a baby.
Being a little bitch.
Little bitch.
And he leaves the cabin, and Annabeth finds him and explains to him that monsters don't die because they don't have a soul. They just kind of reform and should refer to them as the kindly ones rather than their names.
That's annoying as shit.
The Furies.
That's annoying as shit that you can just kill stuff and they just respawn.
Yeah.
That's annoying. Like in a video game, that's fine, but in real life, that sucks.
And as they're talking, Clarice, another camper, daughter of Ares,
New bully.
New bully.
kind of gives him shit. And provokes Harry.
Wow.
Damn.
Percy and Annabeth.
Wow,
into
get
a
diminished.
fight.
Get diminished, Percy. Damn.
And in the bathroom, which is I
That's-
know why they did it.
That's how
like,
prison shit goes down.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say the word, but that's how prison shit goes down.
Percy defends himself by unknowingly manipulating the water to soak her and her friends. Angered and humiliated, she declared war on Percy.
Damn. Don't you hate to see it? You literally
Huh.
just you
Wonder-
literally just got here.
Wonder what the fuck happened. Percy was able to control the water. Wonder who his dad is.
Shit, I can run really fast. Maybe my dad's Barry Allen.
Percy is feeling overwhelmed by everything.
Shit, a speedster just showed up from the future, and they kind of dressed like me. Might be my relative from the future.
Calling me grandpa?
Literally just looked at my wife's stomach. What the fuck?
He continues to wonder who his father is. And
Good job.
I don't know.
Good job.
good job.
Good job.
This whole thing's gonna get cut out.
Annabeth tells him that he might not know his parent is yet, but just keep trying.
Yeah.
Just keep
You
doing what you
literally just gotta wait. It sucks. You just gotta wait, dog.
do. And he needs to remain at the camp because it's the only place that can protect him because of the veil. Or the mist.
The mess.
The veil, the mist, both do the same thing.
Depends on what you're reading. In the Mist, the book, and the movie, that shit'll murder you. Or make you murder people.
Annabeth kind of implies that he should probably stay here, not just in summer, kind of year round, because
AKA I'm bored and stay here.
in the mortal world, he is more likely to get attacked.
Yep.
Which is true. But you don't have to say it.
Yeah.
And Percy's only allowed to leave the camp before summer's over, with permission if he's assigned a quest. But no one has been assigned a quest for
2 years.
2 years. So.
Damn.
It's kind of shit out up there.
Yeah.
And as
The hell just happened?
Percy has
As per
Annabeth
your,
to bed. Percy asks Annabeth what she knows about the winter solstice, and she only recalls uneasy weather and a trip to Mount Olympus, like a field trip.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Field trip to Olympus.
That'd be awesome.
And she overheard someone talking about something being stolen, and if it wasn't returned in X amount of time.
Yeah.
And Percy chats with Luke, and Luke tells Percy that although Annabeth desperately wants to go on a quest, she'd have to wait till something special arrives. And so she hopes it's Percy.
And guess what? It's Percy.
Who'd have thunk it?
As Percy, gets settled, he's good with swords. He discovers who his father is, because duh.
Literally, duh.
And
But at this point, he claims him.
Yes.
Yeah.
They do capture the flag.
Yeah.
And Percy's team wins, and he gets claimed because he held off Clarice.
I thought it was because of what happened.
What happened?
I thought it was a sibling thing, like a big fight, and he said, "Well, that's my kid," and you're sitting there fucking pointing fingers.
They did it because he was proud. Because he was proud, quote unquote, proud of him.
In the evening, during a game of Capture the Flag, Percy is attacked by Clarice and several of the other campers from the
And
same
he holds
house.
him off.
Leaving a deep wound in his arm, Percy falls into the creek, and even though he's weak, he's able to defend himself. And Luke wins the game. Annabeth appears next to him after taking off her invisibility cap.
Yankees cap.
And they're getting out of the water. She notices that Percy's arm is healed, and that's when he gets claimed.
Okay. Might be.
You help win Capture a Flag. I don't care that you kill the
You
Minotaur.
literally fucking saved your friend in a battle against a big ass monster, but grabbing a handkerchief.
I know.
Shit's crazy.
But Grover explains that the big three had a pact that they weren't gonna have any kids.
Who's
after
the big
World
three?
War III, or World War III after World
World
War
War
II.
Who's the big three?
Zeus, Hades, and Hades. Zeus.
Yeah.
You're
Hades,
right.
and Poseidon.
There you go.
Thank you. You just stopped. I got
Guys, we stopped
nervous.
because you were saying
You were saying it
words.
right.
I got nervous.
It's rude to speak over somebody.
So it's obvious that
Shit, what if his
Poseidon.
dad was Hades? That'd be crazy.
Crazy.
it's obvious that Poseidon broke the pact.
Obviously.
They all broke the pact.
The reason why they made the pact was because they decided that their children were just too powerful.
They
Talia
literally.
was first.
Okay, I need to
Talia
know.
was not first.
Okay, but
I need to know though, whose baby was Hitler, because they don't come out and say it.
Hades.
They don't come out and say it though.
No, but that's
No, but
What
they
if it was
say
Zeus's,
World War
dude?
II.
it wasn't.
What if it was?
It wasn't.
What if it was? We all know the Emperor's Emperor of Japan. That was Poseidon. We all know that shit. Let's be real. They're surrounded by water. Duh. But like, hey, what if Zeus's baby was Hitler?
Could have been.
Shit's crazy.
But they decided that their kids were just too powerful.
That's such a weird concept. A war that was fought with totally different religious stuff was their children.
Well, remember, when asked about Big G God,
Yeah. They're like, we're not talking about that right now. And it's kind of like, did you just say that Christian God is above the Greek gods? Did you just casually drop that?
because you kind of did.
I mean... Anyway, moving on.
Who would you want your godly father to be?
Hades, so he stops getting bad reputation. Because everybody assumes that he's Lucifer, and that's just not... That's not how that works. The underworld is not hell.
Who would you want your father to be? Or mother?
I kind of like the powers of Poseidon, so I'd have to go. I'd like to be Poseidon kid.
What's the powers of Hades? What would that even be?
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Fuck.
Well, we got 2 kids that'll tell you.
Because it seems like Ares shit is just pull out weapons, fuck shit up.
I like Athena. But if she was a goddess, I'd probably do Persephone, but I don't think that counts.
She's not.
That doesn't.
She's the daughter of a goddess.
Yeah. I can't remember what her mom's name is.
Demeter?
Is it Demeter? It is Demeter. Then Demeter. But I love Persephone.
Fuck it, my dad's Narcissus.
He's not a god.
No?
No, he's a demigod.
There's too many fucking gods and demigods, dude.
I like Persephone. Let me like the things I like.
Why?
Because I like her whole, what she's all about.
What is she all about? Do you even know?
Spring, life, fertility.
That's what her mom's about.
That's also what she's about.
Shared interest, bitch. Now
Just
you got a
because
whole
she's-
cat on your
I
shoulder.
got a cat on my shoulder.
Just because she's
Crawling in
Hades'
pussy.
wife- just because she's Hades' wife, there's more to her.
I know there's more to her.
Well, you don't seem like
Hades' side bitch, let's be real.
No, that's Hades' wife.
That's his wife.
Hades.
He loves her.
He's so in love with her.
He loved her enough to be fucking around with other people.
Yeah, but he loves
Ain't
her.
no god got a true ass, true love wife. They got side bitches.
Tell me
Every one of
why. I
them.
saw a TikTok recently that was talking about why would you marry your husband if he was just gonna fuck around? And Hera's just like, oh, can't be me. Anyway, fucking Zeus, man.
Persephone just waiting for Hades to call. Hades doing you shit in the underworld.
Hades has to have a sticky note. Call Persephone.
You read the sticky note, didn't you? What sticky note? Mm-hmm.
That's why.
3 millennia. What?
I saw
That's some bullshit.
Hades, who are you boning?
I saw a TikTok today that
Samantha Hitler.
was like,
Samantha Hitler.
Winter
Is that what
is-
Hitler's mom
I don't
named?
fucking know.
Yes.
Samantha Hitler.
when it's winter, Persephone is with her husband. That's kind of the whole thing. But when you get randomly warm summer or winter days, it's because Hades fucked up and she had to come back up and sleep on her mom's couch and has to wait till Hades apologizes. It's like, damn. I could just see that shit.
Big yawn.
Did you big yawn? Percy feels isolated.
We are so gonna do a part 2.
We are so. That's what I was just thinking. We're so gonna have to do
Holy
a part 2.
shit.
We're not even the double
I am
digits.
so sorry, but like, we're gonna get to 10 and we're gonna fucking stop. I am way too drunk to make it all through.
Really?
Dude, I'm feeling good.
Honey, dear, you have to
Feeling
make it-
good on a Wednesday.
It's Sunday.
Can't you just let me have my things?
I do, that's why Twitch is on.
It's not Twitch. It's YouTube.
Bitch. This is how a murder case happens.
Find out more on Sin and Jesus.
Murder was the case. That
Just
they
wait
gave
till
me.
with the new Facebook murder. Dun, dun.
Percy is granted his own cabin because no one has ever been claimed by Poseidon. Not yet.
In a
That
while.
shit, the way they described it smells, or sounds like it smells terrible. Because, like, the ocean's cool and all for like 20 minutes. Then it just smells terrible.
Yes, but to him it probably smells amazing.
Dude, sea life smells. Going to the aquarium restaurant, how do people eat in there? That shit smells horrible. Horrible. Ugh.
He gets a quest from this.
A quest.
A quest.
A quest to go
World's saving
on.
quest.
How about we end right before they go on the quest?
You want to make it 3 parts, bitch?
No, we can do we can do the second part. Be the rest of the book.
Let's keep going. I'll tell you when to stop.
Percy feels isolated and angered after hearing he was blamed for his mother's disappearance by Smelly Gabe.
That's some horse shit.
Well, I mean,
It makes sense, but that's some horse shit. To Gabe,
how does Gabe not? How do they not know that Percy's not dead too?
giving credit where credit is due. That's the last person that was with his mother.
Yeah, but how?
Y'all think Rover did it?
One.
They don't know
One.
Cooper was there.
They don't know that the mom's dead. 2, they don't know that Percy's not dead. 3, they could have both run off together.
Alright, you right. He a douchebag.
Grover encourages Percy to talk to
Kyron.
Chiron, thank you, about accepting the quest and speaking with the Oracle about his destiny. Now, I really like the Oracle, and I like what happens with the Oracle's kind of presence in the later on books. Love it. Love all of it.
Yeah,
I guess we'll get there.
that's the thing. I had completely forgot about that. I was expecting that in this book.
No, it doesn't
When-
happen until she comes in.
I know, but when it came, when
Y'all,
when it was going, I was like, Oh shit! I forgot this.
Y'all are gonna straight accidentally say some shit.
Nah.
Y'all are prone to accidentally say
I've
shit.
already told you some shit that you probably forgot.
I definitely forgot, and I definitely don't remember shit right now.
Percy agrees the quest and is explained why Zeus and Poseidon are fighting.
Yeah.
Basically, Zeus lost his...
Not lost. Somebody stole the Master Bolt. And he assumed...
Losing it is what you do with no object permanence.
He assumed that Poseidon stole it. Well, gods can't steal other gods' what do they call them? What did they call
Possessions?
it? No,
Trophies?
it was something different. It was something of power.
Symbol of power?
Symbol of power. Well, he couldn't steal it, but he could get somebody to steal it.
Okay, but
Well,
like,
oh my
you're
god,
gonna
here comes... Now he claims a son.
But you're gonna immediately fucking blame Poseidon? Come
Yeah.
on, Dave.
Here's the problem I have.
You always have problems.
Last time Poseidon did some shit, you kind of were like okay with it.
Here's the problem. Percy just now found out about him being the son of Poseidon, and it's like, oh well, that's who he got to get him.
Y'all,
Bitch, all I'd be like is, bitch, I didn't even know till just now.
y'all tend to team up on your bullshit.
Yeah.
Why would he not be on your team again? Like what? That don't make any sense.
So, Percy obviously denies that he stole it,
Yeah,
and Poseidon denies that he stole it,
because like I've literally been sky watching this kid.
and seeks an apology by the summer solstice.
Yeah.
So if Zeus doesn't apologize, and if his symbol of power isn't returned, it's gonna
War
be a
times.
It's gonna be a war.
War times like the beginning of this
And
era.
The kids at the camp are getting ready for this.
Yeah.
Because they know whoever their parents chose,
They have to go with
they
it.
have to go with it. Whatever alliance that they make, no matter if they hate that cabin. they have
It's
to
set
do it.
up like the Civil War, brothers against brothers,
Yeah.
friends against friends.
So we're trying to not have this happen.
Yeah.
So Percy seeks advice from the Oracle. He learns 3 things. He's gonna get betrayed
By a friend.
by a friend. He needs to go west. And he fails to save what matters most.
Go west, young man. Haven't you been told? Did
Percy,
you know that?
What?
California's full of whiskey. Women and gold.
Oh my God.
Percy is told that Hades is suspected of stealing it.
Everybody suspected immediately.
Always suspects Hades.
Zeus instantly is like, it was you. No, it was you. And it's like, what if you just fucking left in the other room, guy? Did you check underneath your chair?
Yeah, did you check on your chair? I bet you won't even kneel down on your knee just to look. You're
I
that
bet
much of a
You
bitch.
wouldn't kneel to me, bitch. You wouldn't kneel in front of me and ask. You'd just blame. Bitch.
You lying son of a
I'd be
bitch.
an awesome god.
You'd hate Luke.
I'd be an awesome Greek god. Kneel before me and ask if I have a Zeus. Ask.
And he could turn you
Bring
into
him down.
nothing.
Bring him down.
He could turn you into a dog.
Psh,
The theory is
I still win. He doesn't know if I have it.
that Hades is mad at Zeus because Zeus broke the pact of having another kid. Knowing Zeus would blame Poseidon and the war would unfold. He would win in the end. That's what the theory is.
Yeah.
He also, it also believed that Hades knew that Poseidon would claim Percy. And so Hades tried to have Percy killed by sending the Minotaur before Percy's quest could begin.
Which makes him look hella sus.
Does.
Like, instantly. These gods are stupid.
Yeah.
They make themselves look bad.
Percy is angered by the desire to kill him and the loss of his mother that was the result of. And the... What? Oh.
Huh? What?
Huh?
Hades...
Ow.
Let's not bring her into this.
You just paid us. You did.
He believed that Hades did what he did to his mother because he wanted to install fear into the camp and into the gods.
Yeah.
Like, he could do that.
Little bitch.
And he wants to take Grover and Annabeth with him. So Grover can get his searcher's license, and Annabeth can fulfill her desired request.
And so they're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of the
Oz.
West.
Yes, but Luke also gives them some parting gift. A pair of magical shoes
Hell yeah.
that fly.
Hell yeah.
They're Nike Air Jordans.
They're Air Force Ones.
Percy hands the shoes to Grover because Percy fears that Zeus will strike him down. Alright, well,
Smart.
Chiron.
Chiron.
Look, it's throwing me off because it's Chiron.
Yeah.
And it's throwing me off.
Yeah.
Yes. Gives Percy the ballpoint pen
Ballpoint pen.
that goes into the sword, which is named Riptide.
Yes. I'm not going to say the other word.
I'm not going to say the other word.
I
It's
can't
Riptide.
say it, but it's Riptide.
It's Riptide.
He calls it Riptide through the majority of the book.
No, he doesn't.
Unless he's dueling one of the... He goes back and forth, yes.
He calls it the Anoxylamos or whatever.
Anoxylus. I don't know.
Anoxylus. If y'all want to know how to speak Greek.
He calls it Riptide.
Do
or
y'all want me to
calls it-
say it from now on? Because I
Yes.
could speak Greek. Anoxylus means Riptide.
Really? The sword can't be lost, hurt any mortals, and
Why can't it be lost?
because it always returns to his pocket.
Until
Because-
it fucking doesn't. What's that all about?
And
Hello?
he Percy is reminded that he is, even though the weapon is more monster than mortal, he is still subjectable to mortal and monster.
Yeah, because he's half.
So
Because I wouldn't call it monster. I'd call it mythical. Mystical?
Mythical.
celestial.
Mythical's
Celestial.
kind of insulting, though. Because mythical would require myth,
Yeah.
which means fake.
Once in the city.
Huh?
I said once in the city.
What chapter are we in?
10.
Let's go! We're in the city now, and we're on part 2, baby. And we'll be back right...
No!
Yeah!
No! Okay, we're going to stop it here.
Motherfucker, I had that lined up perfectly to say now in the next one.
No,
Damn it!
no. We'll be back on the
ruined-
next one for part 2.
How dare you ruin that? You will rue the day.
I'm
Ruined.
ruining the day.
You will rue the day!
Forto College.
I will ruin your live stream.
My live stream.
I will ruin your live stream. You will rue the day.
You're going to ruin my live stream. I don't live stream.
It's an iCarly joke.
Okay.
There was a guy who, like... Yeah, I'll explain later.
Okay. Okay, well, that's the end of us for now. We will see you on the next one.
Right